Good morning, my fellow traders. Hope you all enjoying your holidays and hope you all enjoying your weekend as well. It's going to be the last weekend's video before the new year. So I wish you all a happy new year in advance and hope the next year will bring you more fortune and more profits. So this weekend's video is not going to be much longer as usual because the market was really slow throughout last week, but with that, we had a profitable week due to that as well. And it has been a great week in regards with profit if you have followed your rules. Now, I'll try to upload a video before the end of the year where I've dedicated the full video for the natural gas. And by watching that video, you can see how accurately we've been predicting the market throughout whole year, where when the market was right here, in February, I predicted that the market is going to hit this level. At the end of the year, market has hit this level as you can see in December. So I have broken down my whole year analysis just for Natgas and I've shown you how amazingly we've been taking entries. Also, I've shown the Natgas trade results, the prediction, and that's my challenge. Bring me the video where someone can clearly give you these predictions without giving a double scenarios. When there is a condition, there is a condition. When there is a buy, there is a buy. When there is a sell, there is a sell. When there is a zone, there is a zone. There is no ifs, there is no buts, there is no confusing statement. So hang in there for that video. I'm sure you're going to learn lots of knowledge and you will see the power of taking your trades with condition. All the way from here, we predicted to here, 7 for the long-term trader. You have made a massive amount of profit here, but let's wait for that video. Now, last week, we just took one trade in the priority group. That is still running, so that is something I'm going to leave it for the next weekend's video. But with that, we have sent the zones for indices, for forex, and for commodities. The market, like I said, the market was slow. I'm still waiting for the price to get to those zones to play out. And that is something we're going to leave it for the next weekend's video as well. But we have two zones that played out nicely, Natgas and copper, according to the condition which I want to show in this video. Now, before that, I do a members only live session purely for the members so that they can interact with me. They can ask me questions. I go through every single market, including the instrument of your own choice. If you want me to do analysis of that, that is something we do with the members only live session as well. So the entry I've mentioned there, almost all of them has hit the targets. We took some symmetrical triangle patterns trades, we took some engulfers trades, and it is something I teach you in every single video. So let's see how we did some prediction and how the right education, the right knowledge, and the rules with discipline can give you profits, even though that is still a slow market. So let's see a very short clip from my live session where we have predicted some nice entries. And then we're going to do analysis of Natgas, gold, silver, crude oil. GBP NZD possibly going to push higher as well. Came back in the zone, bullish engulfer here, and looks good to me. And looking at that, we can see a possible spike out of GBP NZD. According to that, that would be my entry right at the close. And I'll go according to the ATR 70 pips, 80 pips above and 80 pips below. That is my first target. For the bigger targets, I'll go till here, 148 pips. So possible buy here on GBP NZD as well. GBP AUD possible buy signal here on GBP AUD. Looking at this nice bullish engulfer. My target looks like this. 88 pips is my target. And let's see how this goes. Trading above 50 EMA. For now, that is an entry condition. Right at the close, entry is 2.114. 88 pips. Take profit in 88 pips. Stop loss for this pair. Ascending triangle. Breakout will confirm the entry. Above will be likely because we are trading above 50 EMA. Broken above with a solid candle, that will be a very aggressive entry. I'll keep my stop loss tighter. Take profit can be 1-to-1 initially. So let's see how this goes. These are the possible setups I'm looking at for the next week. Buy has already been triggered from A. ATR is 95. That's quite high. I'll go 105 pips for the target. For this pair, I'm expecting a price to head to at least 198.55. That is my bigger target. It's 208 pips I'm expecting for the price to get to. Symmetrical triangle A on Euro NZD. breakout above will confirm its possible trend. But awesome. So let's go through the pairs one by one how we predicted. So GBP NZD right here, 148 pips target already hit 127 pips target. The small target was 81 pips that has been hit. So that was a profitable trade we had, but I was managing this trade till here. Let's see how this goes. But my first target has been hit. Then we mentioned right here GBP AUD. As you can see, 88 pips target has been hit as well. Then we had Euro AUD, symmetrical triangle right here, that also hit my 94 pips targets. And then we had this big trade right here where I've said that I'm going to manage this trade to this level, exactly where I've said nicely 208 pips target has been hit. If you are my student, you know what entry is that, pullback entry. You should have spot this entry on your own without my signals, and that is a good example of the pullback entry here, and that is the power of having a right education. All these entries happen with a pullback entry right here. Always mention in my YouTube videos, pullback entry right here. Not a pullback entry, but an entry I use. Symmetrical triangle, mentioned a couple of times in my videos. Then we have Euro NZD, symmetrical triangle. Again, exactly same entry. Breakout with a solid candle. And this is still running. And let's see how this goes. So that is how we take the trades with conditions. None of them has taken without a condition. One trade is still running. That was a trade let's send to the members, and which is something I'm going to show in the next weekend's video. That is how we need to be doing our trading with full analysis, with the exact rules, analysis, and follow these 4 factors. Again, I've mentioned that a couple of times, but in case you're new, observations, conditions, targets, and entry. Observation is what? Observation is an uptrend, right? Means we're going to ride along with the trend. Look at the market. We observe the market. We look for the conditions. What are my conditions? Right all the way from here. Nice uptrend. Break above the previous high. A pullback entry happened here. Bullish engulfer happened here. Enter here. Again, we had a break above the structure. Look at the symmetrical triangle here. Bullish engulfer here. A bullish engulfing pattern here as well. That is also an entry. That is also an entry. That is also an entry. You see the multiple entries I've been showing you just on a single pair, and if you just follow your rules, every time the market break the structure, pullback entry, break above the structure, pullback entry, break above the structure, pullback entry, and that is what we call conditions. Then we have an entry, then we have the targets. Set the targets. We need to go 1-to-1, or if you want to manage the trades to the recent structure, that is something we call targets, and then we enter the trades. Set your stop loss and take profit both. So that is something I want you guys to follow throughout next year as well, and it will dramatically improve your trading. Just don't gamble, just don't enter random trades. Make sure you're looking at the right entry, right condition, right trend, counter trades, anything, but make sure you have a full analysis before you invest your money there. Like I said, 2 zones played out. Right here, the zone report has been sent to my members. Right here, these numbers, the copper for the minor trades. And if you have seen my last weekend's video, the first target was hit, and this week, the second target has been hit. Exactly from where we were looking for the possible entry condition. Clearly mentioned in my last weekend's video as well. The zone was sent to the members last week, and as you can see, nicely hitting 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio for this pair. Exactly if you would have managed this trade, 1.4 to 1 target has been hit. The smaller and a bigger target has been hit. Then natural gas played out as well. Right here, none of them were entered without a condition. Here on natural gas, I've clearly said that we have broken above the major level right here in green, and now we're looking at the pullback to this level. With that, we're going to look for the entry condition. Exactly how that happened. Clearly mentioned in my videos as well. If you follow me, if you listen to me, if you follow the rules, then how come you lose money? Yes, we have a stop loss there. Nobody has a magic wand. You need to have a stop loss there, but if your stop loss is hit after following all the rules, that is just a trade, a losing trade. That's it. But follow your rules and take your trade exactly how you learned. Now here, Owanda and Emex, I was looking at the zone for the possible buy entries. On both platforms, it did push up. Now here, I mentioned no zone for Capital.com, but I'm just looking at the double top area. On Capital.com, I was just looking at my sell condition. But on these 2 platforms, we had a nice pullback. Now on Owanda, exactly how we mentioned these zones, pullback above this zone, bullish engulfer above 50 EMA makes it a very strong entry. That is something we're going to talk about in natural gas video. Nicely pushed up, hitting 180 and more than 180 target as well. If you would have managed this trade, if you would have used the same stop loss that hit your 1.5 to 1 reward to risk ratio targets. Here, a nice push down, bullish engulfer, a nice push up from it. Yes, that was a gap down opening. That is something we're going to discuss in the analysis part of the video. So that is it for the first part of the video. I know that was not really long, but Trust me guys, the next natural gas video where I've shown you my predictions from the day one till date, whole year, that is something will amaze you. The results will amaze you. And then you can't say that you can't make money in this market. Watch that and it will give you a very big boost. So let's finish the first part of the video and start our analysis with Natgas, gold, silver, crude oil. Starting with natural gas. Now here the price opened down in gap due to rollover. Now if you remember my video where I've mentioned this line clearly, that price can still come down to this line from where we can see a push higher. Now if you remember this video as well where I've said that this can be a fake out, and that has proven to be a fake out. So let's see a quick clip from my last video from where we can connect the dots. Now the price started to push up from here. We had another touch right here, another touch right here, another touch right here, and the price starts, every time the price touches the trend line, it starts to push up. Now the first touch right here also happened at the level of support. That also happened at the level of support with the trend line. With that we had a double bottom as well. So that is my 2 to 3 factors going together makes it a very strong entry. Then we had one more touch with a bullish engulfer, good factors, nicely pushed back up. Now there's another chance, which is likely we can get another push down, hit the trend line. If the price forms a bullish engulfer, or let's say forms a double bottom here, that can still push the price higher. Or we had let's say we had a price pushes down, fake out, come back up, forms a wick, leaves it with a 382 candle, that will also push the price up. If you have your own strategy trading trend line, you look for these conditions. That is something I'm looking at in general at the price action, looking at this nice uptrend of the natural gas. But conditions are very important. Without conditions, we are not taking any trades. For now, a pullback entry can happen here. Bullish engulfer will be my entry, and that will happen at the area of value. Makes it a very good entry if that turns out to be a bullish engulfing pattern. Now first, let's look at the entry right here that was clearly mentioned. No ifs, no buts. Said that if that close as a bullish engulfer, we will have an entry. If you're someone who trade on Ovanda, who trade spots, we have a clear entry, right? It is an entry pattern that I talk about in every single video. Not just entry has happened. I've clearly mentioned if the price come down to the zone, and in this zone, if the price forms a bullish engulfer as well, that will become a strongest entry. Now here, the zone was sent to the members that look for an entry condition from this support zone on Ovanda. Now, that was also mentioned to my members. With that, in my video, YouTube, that was also mentioned. What is the ATR of this candle? 70 points, right? The ATR is right here. The target has been hit. How much? 70 points. The bigger target for me has been hit as well, 110 points. Right here, a one more winning trade we had here on Natgas. And if you are my student, you know all the 6 rules are met here for your pullback entry bullish. No need for my signals, but you must have taken this entry if you have followed all the rules right here. And then let's go back to the NEMEX charts. On NEMEX, we have mentioned that as long as price is above this trend line and as long as price is not broken below these lows, we are not completely bearish. Long term, we are bullish, looking at on a daily time frame, nicely trending up with all the way from here, nicely trending, not broken below these lows. We are above 50 EMA. On a daily, if you look here, on weekly, the price broke above this zone as well. So we had a breach of this zone, but we are not completely bullish. In the long run, I'm looking at the level above for the price to get to. It can take a while. It can still push down, hit this zone, and then start to push up. Same like I predicted this zone at the start of the year. Right here, I predicted here that price is going to hit this level at the start of 2024. Now, I'm looking at this level for the long run. It is something we're going to leave it for the future. Now here, the price forms what? Now, I personally don't trade trend line, but it reacts perfectly fine. If I see my condition according to my strategies, according to my teaching, according to how I personally trades, without using any discretion, just using objective rules, then that is my entry right here. That was my entry. I've taken my profits. I've taken out. That is all. I've cut my profits. I'm out of this trade. Now, if I use a discretion in my trading, that would be my entry first as well. Right here, looking at the nice trend line, looking at the price trading above 50 EMA, that would be my entry, right? So I would have taken this trade, keep my stop loss below the trend line, and go 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio as well. So that would be my entry using a discretion of this trend line and looking at the nice trending market. And that would be my entry as well, looking at a nice double bottom pattern. That would be my entry as well. That happened at the support area. Bullish engulfers, double bottom at trend line was my entry. Bullish engulfer at the trend line. And then we had a bullish engulfer at the trend line. And then we have a bullish engulfer. With that, we had a double bottom as well at the trend line. So looking at that, that can be a signal, a risky entry, I'll keep my stop loss below. Take profit, you can go 1-to-1 first to 50 EMA because we have a likely chance the price will hit 50 EMA, then come back, reject from here, and then start to push up from here. But if you keep your stop loss below, take profit to the zone above, that is also fine. That's going to be risky. So I sometimes open 2 trades, one with the smaller targets, one with the bigger targets. I take my smaller targets and then let the second trade run till the next level of resistance. So a possible buy signal right here on NEMEX charts and not selling until we are broken below this trend line. Now there'll be a chance the price push down exactly like this, and then a fake out occurs and then it pushes back up. So very important for the complete bearish trades, make sure you enter with a good risk management, because sometimes you can't even hold your trades with the moves like this. The market cuts you out with this fake out and then it pushes back up. Collect the liquidity here and then you are cursing yourself. That is why risk management is very important. Make sure if you enter the trades, you have enough liquidity, enough capital to hold your trades according to your stops and targets. Let's say you enter here and let's say your stop loss is here. Then what is the point if you can't even make it to the stop loss? Let's say the price pushes back up from here. Then you will just regret. That is why risk management is very important. So let's see how this goes. Still not bearish as long as we are not broken below this trend line with a good solid 2 candles. Then I'll start to look for my bearish pullback trades short term till the level below right here, which is 2.905 goes to 3.019, from where I will enter my buy trades again. So the next buy zone will be here if we are broken and close below this trend line. If not, we have a likely chance to hit 50 EMA, rejection from here, possible come back to this trend line again and then boost up again. And market might fill the gap as well. I've seen sometimes the market does fill the gap, sometimes it won't, it takes a long time. Examples are here, market open above in gap, but here open above in gap, fill the gap, open above in gap, fill the gap, and then open down in gap, it might fill the gap again and then it can reject from here again. So for now, I'm still looking at the price to push higher here on this platform. Now on Ovanda, my target has been hit. I'm out of this trade. My next entry will only happen once I'll break above this high. If you're someone who's still managing this trade, you can still manage this trade to this recent high. That is totally fine as well. As in the other trades I've just shown in the first part of the video, that's why I didn't want to hold my trades over the weekend. So I've cut my trades. I'm out in this trade, but if you're someone who want to hold and manage, it is a place till where you want to manage your trades. The next zone here on Ovanda is right here, a level of resistance 3.652 goes to 3.804, from where I'll be looking to enter my sell trades with bearish engulfers or double top entry pattern. Once broken above these highs without any entry condition, I'll look for the pullback and a bullish engulfer and keep on riding along with the trend. So not selling as long as we are not broken below this green zone right here, which is 3.239. So possible continuation is expected till this zone, from where we can start to look for the sell trades. On capital.com, again, my next buy will happen once we are broken above this high. Once we are broken above this high, then I start to look for my bullish trades, and I'm going to mark the next zone for you guys as well. For now, we are above 50 EMA, close above 50 EMA. In case you're wondering, that is not a valid bullish pullback entry. It invalidates one of my entry rules. In general, that is a bullish engulfer. A bullish candle means we have a bullish pressure and price can likely to push up from here. We are above 50 EMA on a daily time frame, and I'm still looking at the zone below. In case of dramatic fall, we have a zone 3.195 that goes down to 3.031, a zone from where if we have a fall, then it is a zone from where we can see a dramatic push up again. So conditions are again very important. Don't buy just without a condition, otherwise you'll get stuck and then there is a lot of pain. Buy will only happen above and buy will only happen here. In general, we are bullish. We are likely to push up on all three platforms. On NEMEX, like I mentioned, risky entry, but totally up to you. On Ovanda, my buy trade will only happen once we are broken above this high, pull back, bullish entry, and sell will happen from the zone above in red. I also want to give you a heads up here at the possible pattern on natural gas. Now, I'm looking at on Ovanda and NEMEX. That is less likely, but we need to pay attention to that as well. Now, that can be a possible reversal pattern since we have a left shoulder and a head of this pattern. Now, the head can go till this zone as well. So if that happens, that price can still push up. That is something for the long term. Then if the price wants to form a reversal pattern, it will come back down to this zone as well. Right here, 2.737, that goes up to 2.834. If that happens, then price will come back to this zone above right here, and then it will complete the head and shoulder bearish pattern. So it is something in the long term I'll be paying attention, which is less likely as well, but just want to give you a heads up. If the price just pushes up and break above these highs, then this pattern will turn invalid. And on NEMIX, right here, let's do it on a daily time frame. Left shoulder, a pullback, a break above neck. For the price to form a right shoulder, it must come down to this zone, and then a push up and then a fall. So that is a long process, but that is why I say once you take your trade, exit your trades in time as well. But that is something for the long term. It is not likely yet, but I just want to give you a heads up there as well. If the price start to push up and break above 50 EMA, in that case we'll have a possible chance the price will likely to continue to push higher. Next up we have gold. So gold broken above this pattern, pushed up, hit 180 target, now came back down. So at this point, no condition for gold. My next buy will happen only once the price break above this high. Once we are broken above this high, then we are completely bullish. We're going to look at the pullback entry bullish. We are below 50 EMA at this point. So for now, we can see some range out of gold, and once we are broken out above or below, we can see a possible momentum in gold. If broken below, as we are broken below 50 EMA on 4 hour, if the price break and close below. Now solid candle is needed for the break of the triangle pattern. Solid mean not just small candle, means a big candle come out from this triangle pattern. Then it is a very aggressive entry. In that case, we have a confirmation that price will push down from here. So keep an eye. I'm still bearish as long as we are below these highs. Right here on silver, we were already bearish, and I've said that we already have an entry condition right here. We still have a rejection right here, a sell signal right here, and now we're getting a possible bearish engulfer again. So looking at that, I'm still bearish for until and unless we are not broken above 50 EMA. So I'm not taking buy trades, but I'm looking at sell trades for silver. Double top right here, and let's say you have entered here. ATR is what? 28 cents. Right here, 28 cents stop loss and 28 cents take profit. So 29 cents take profit. One has been hit. So 180 target has been hit according to the stops and target rules. Now we are broken below this triangle pattern. We have a chance that price can come down to these bodies right here, from where we can see another bounce up. So I'm only bearish for silver since we have a minor level of resistance as support here as well. So for now we are broken below 50 EMA. I will not take any trades until and unless we are broken below these lows. Once that happens, we are looking at the level below, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos. For now, bearish for silver, not buying as long as we are trading below 50 and 20 EMA. Possible further move is expected to these lows. Crude oil is again very boring, no conditions, but we are just ranging in this accumulation right here, and expect these moves out of crude oil. Unless and until we see some good and dramatic moves out of crude oil, broken above this accumulation will confirm the price will hit this level above, which is right here, these numbers in blue. Broken below this accumulation will confirm the price will hit this level in blue right here. This is the level of support, and it is a level of resistance from where we can look for the counter trend trade. If the price hit this zone, we're going to look for the bearish engulfers double top. If that happens, we're going to sell. If the price broke below this lows, we're going to start selling, pullback entry till we are here. We're going to start buying from here with the bullish engulfers and double bottom entry conditions. So that is what I'll be looking at here on crude oil, waiting for the price to break out and give us a clear direction to take our trades. So that is it for this week's analysis. Hope you got a value, and I hope you're learning out of my analysis. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.